My in-studio guest that's right here, part of the Luke Bryan 2016 Kill the Lights tour that hits Inglewood, California, the Forum tonight, before moving on to Irvine, Bakersfield, California, Salt Lake City, and Las Vegas. The next dates for Dustin Lynch, who's right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Good to see you, sir.
Thanks for having me on, yeah.
How are you?
I'm great.
Now, you are all over the map, as I mentioned in the TV-only segment, not only for your current tour, but also your sports fandom. May I read off a list of teams that I have been told that you are fans of?
Yeah.
Florida Gators.
That's right. My dad played for the Gators.
Oh, no kidding.
I grew up in Middle Tennessee. This is back in when it was actually a rivalry, right? So I had to be a closet Gator fan back in the day.
Well, I think you still do, though, right? I mean, Tennessee plays Florida this weekend.
Yeah, I know. Big game.
2 top 20 teams.
It's rare, right?
Yeah.
Tennessee actually thinks they have a chance this year.
Nicely done.
Nice. No, I think we'll still be good, though.
Okay. Tennessee Titans.
That's right.
That's your hometown team.
It's my hometown team.
We just had DeMarco Murray on last
That was very cool to listen to him.
Oh, good.
And honestly, like I was a big fan of his excitement. There's something finally, we usually tour Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So coming home on Sunday mornings, there's finally something to be excited to get home for.
Well, you know what that feeling is, if I may diagnose it for you, Dustin. It's Mike Mularkey fever.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean,
who is also a Gator, by the way.
Mularkey.
I it was so weird. I asked my dad. I was like, "Man, what can you tell me about some Gators?" Right? And he went to school with Collinsworth. His next door neighbor in the dorms was Mularkey. Believe it or not.
So, and Mularkey would be the one who was like, "No, I can't go on that raid. I can't do that. Let's not do that." He's probably all the guys like, "Let's not do that."
Exactly.
Unless he was totally wild,
and
he got that out of his system. I
don't know. He was a freshman when Dad was a senior, so I'm not sure what.
So your dad played with Collinsworth?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Sure did. Yeah.
What's your dad's name?
Chuck Lynch.
Chuck. What a great football name, by the way.
Yeah, defensive back.
Chuck Lynch coming to hit you.
Yeah, that's right. He said he was not fast enough. But.
San Francisco Giants. What's that about?
Well, it's a mutual. See, as we tour around, I'm introduced to mutual fans, right? And,
sure.
And there's several players, Crawford, Posey, and Mad Bum on the Giants that are huge country music fans.
Madison Bumgarner.
They rolled the carpet out for us. I'm actually singing the 7th-inning stretch next Tuesday when they play the Rockies.
No kidding.
Yeah, so this is the second year in a row to do that. So
Take me out to the ball game. You're going to sing
that? That's right. So now it's going to be, I guess, a tradition, right?
Well, Dustin, I've done that in Wrigley Field. Just to let you know, you just gotta.
How'd you do?
Well, first of all, I had to do it with 2 of my colleagues who are, to call them pitchy would be an affront to cats everywhere.
Right.
Okay.
So they brought you down a little bit.
So yes.
Yeah.
There's an I in Rich and Eisen.
Sure.
And they were terrible. Second, but also we went faster than the organist.
Okay.
So we were off. It was terrible. We did it again a second year, slowed it down.
Okay.
I also made sure that we all were not sharing microphones. It was just me.
Got it.
With them off to the side.
Right.
Trying to get in on it.
There can only be 1 star on stage, man.
You understand?
Absolutely.
I'm talking to a recording artist of note. You understand where I'm going. So it was better the second time.
Good.
So enjoy that one. Chicago Bulls. Where are we on the Chicago
Jimmy
Bulls?
Butler, another humongous country fan. He was actually at our show last week or 2 weeks ago in Denver. He flew in to watch the Broncos and the season opener, and then came out to our show the next night.
Fantastic. So you're a Bulls fan in that regard.
Big Bulls fan. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, he's such a great guy and a hard worker, very inspirational man to be around.
Well, it's his team now. I mean, they've pretty much they're building the team around him.
It was fun. It was fun to hear him candidly talk about D Wade, coming in. It was good.
Is there any sort of skinny you can give us here on the Rich Eisen Show?
He's excited. He's excited. He's also excited that he's still the younger guy they're building around. So I think it's going to be a great year for him.
Okay.
Excited, yeah.
We got a couple more to go here. Nashville Predators, that's an obvious one. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I've become more of an NHL fan because of the PlayStation game. Believe it or not, we're on the road so much.
Okay. Sure.
It's hours and hours on the bus, and so we play so much NHL hockey on PlayStation. I feel like I know every single team now. I just hear their names so much. So I've become a huge hockey fan. Actually, all of us on the bus have.
All right. And again, for the radio audience is not familiar, because we just mentioned on the TV-only segment with Dustin Lynch, country music artist, with a new album coming out shortly. Seeing Red is his new single that's been released out there. You're wearing a hat with the state of Minnesota. You got it from one of the members of the Minnesota Wild.
That's
who
right.
came out to see you perform in the new home of the Vikings.
That's right. Beautiful venue, by the way. It's
You know, the Super
incredible.
Bowl's there next year.
Is it really?
I've heard
It should
nothing
be.
but great things about it.
It should be. I mean, right downtown and just gorgeous. I think there was a soccer game to really kind of soft open the doors, and we were the first event. I have a feeling we were the first event where well, never mind. I was going to say where somebody threw up in the stands, but we probably were.
Okay, let's go there. So you're performing on stage,
Right.
and you look off right, left, front.
Well, you got
What-
60,000, country music fans drinking all day. And
Somebody couldn't hold their Jim Beam, is that what you're saying? Or?
We were the first big tailgate experience, right, for the stadium. So I have a feeling we have that record at least.
Yeah, but it's not the first tailgate rodeo for people in the state of Minnesota.
That's
though.
true. That's true.
So, but what I'm saying though is that seeing all those people that are in U.S. Bank Stadium there, you're able to spot somebody who's up chucking from the stage.
Well, that's a very educated guess. I didn't actually see it. It's not my first country music Luke Bryan concert. So.
Okay. And then Chicago Blackhawks. Is that another one from your video
That is
game?
actually. I got to play the Duncan Keith Relief show this past February, and my guitar tech is he grew up in Chicago, massive Blackhawks fan, and so Duncan and we had Shaw on stage. We did a karaoke. We brought them up in the middle of our show and had a big karaoke thing
that could be
It was Duncan and
dangerous.
Shaw and Seabrook. Seabs was up there. So a great night with those guys. And it's just fun, We'll slow down when the holidays hit and get to catch up on some games. I'll go up to Chicago and catch the Hawks and the Bulls. And
Isn't it amazing how many you can find country music fans
it's crazy.
anywhere, and you're supposed to have, I guess the convention is that there's only a certain part of the United States that would actually be country music fans, but
It's
that's
all over the world.
not the case.
Yeah, and honestly, to have players walk out, their walkout songs. One of our songs, one of my songs is
Who does that? Who do you got for me? Who's gonna
gosh,
walk out?
I forget his name. He's a pitcher for the Reds this year.
For the Reds, he uses.
My tour manager told me last night.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
forget.
it. Look, names just fly out of my head all the time.
I
too.
know. Well,
So tonight you're performing at the former home of the Lakers in Inglewood, across the street from where they're
Yeah.
going to be building the new Rams stadium tonight.
that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
They're already moving dirt over there. I was watching them this morning.
They are doing that. Seeing Red is your new single. Why haven't you named your album yet?
Well, I'm kind of
not
just
coming out
halfway
yet, but-
through.
okay.
We're touring so much right now; it's tough to get in the studio and finish it up. Over the holidays, I'll hope to get it wrapped up,
Okay.
and then I don't like putting the bow on. I don't like naming it till it's done.
Till it's
right?
done. Okay.
So right now it's the unnamed album.
The unnamed album. If you need help naming something, we can help you with
Okay,
that.
very good.
Just make sure, if you download us with whatever information, whichever direction you want us to go
Right.
in, we'll get you there.
I like it.
Can we help you with that?
Of course. Yeah.
I'd love that.
Okay.
Have
Have you ever named an album?
No.
Maybe I'll get you a short list that I'll narrow it down.
Okay.
And then let you pick.
Yes.
The actual deal.
Would you like? I can have my listeners and viewers.
I mean, my
help you with
career
that.
is in your hands now.
Well, let me tell you something, Dustin. I'm
okay with that.
I'm in the hopes and dreams business, and I can make them come true.
Okay, very good.
We have how many people have won Oscars after appearing on this show?
We've had multiple Oscar winners.
Yes.
Well, what are the odds of the name Rich Eisen appearing in this title of this album?
In the
Rich?
title of the album,
In a song.
I mean, in your
in the song
suggestion.
I could do it. Liner notes, maybe. I
Okay.
don't know. The title of the album. That's
yeah, you don't want to. No.
No,
Rich
if
That's
you're
asking
going to
for a
leave
lot.
it in Rich's hands.
I would never presume.
Okay.
That's a little presumptive.
Liner notes.
But okay, we've begun the process. Let's keep working on it.
I like it.
And in the meantime, have a great time on your
Thank
tour.
you so much. Thanks for having me
coming
on. Cheers.
Come back anytime.
Absolutely.
Dustin Lynch here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.